Hi, thanks for watching today's video. This is Brian, the Finance Ninja. Today's video is about nothing other than Bitcoin. Boy, oh boy, that Bitcoin. What a crash! What volatility! Bitcoin dropped below $30,000 at one point today. From a recent high of $64,000, that is quite a drop. Over 50%. Can you imagine being the guy that bought at $64,000 and then just to see it plummet right afterwards? Whew. Oh boy, that's a doozy. So let's do a very brief history on Bitcoin, its pros and cons, and dig into what happened today. Thank you for watching today's video. Don't forget to smash that like button. It helps us out in the YouTube algorithm. So Bitcoin is a digital decentralized currency. It is not run or regulated by any government and can be used worldwide. Ultimately, it wants to be the world's one currency. Let's start with the good. I got this list of good and bad from a site called Cryptomaniacs. It's a little biased, but that's okay. I'll show their arguments and what I think about them. Number one on the good is Bitcoin has a supply cap. Mining is the only way to increase Bitcoin supply, and as time goes on, mining gets harder and harder to do. Eventually, it will reach the 21 million cap, so Bitcoin cannot go past the 21 million count. This is unlike the US currency, which the Fed prints more of every single day. Bitcoin is scarce. It can't be found like gold. It can't be printed like dollars. Mobility of Bitcoin is good compared to gold. You can find more gold. Bitcoin is transparent. The Fed prints dollars every day, so there's no argument here. The Fed printing machine keeps on printing. Now at this point, I disagree with Cryptomaniacs. If push comes to shove, it can definitely be censored. It wouldn't be a good thing in my opinion. I don't like it when the government sort of tinkers with things too much, but they can if they want to. Look at the latest China news, for example. They do their thing, then the Bitcoin plummets. There are certain levers the US can pull if it truly wanted to dismantle Bitcoin. So another benefit is low transfer fees. Honestly, I'm not too worried about the SEC. I'm more worried about the Fed, which I'll get into. And the parabolic uptrend, I see this as a bad thing. This looks like a bubble. A constant parabolic uptrend doesn't seem very constant to me. I'm not here to worship anything, so I don't care about this. I'm here for the money. Honestly, what isn't a good alternative to gold? Other than the US dollar, that is. This isn't a slam on Bitcoin. I don't invest in currencies in general or gold in particular. So having too much US dollars, for example, will gradually get eaten by inflation. So you never want to hold too much cash. Cryptomaniacs also gave some cons, which is nice of them. First, they say it can become technologically obsolete. I agree. Outside of newer technologies, it is crazy easy for anybody to create their own digital currency. Believe me, I've done it. I created a digital currency for a reward system. I have heard of people losing access to their wallets. I feel really sorry for them. That's a big loss. But that is a fixable problem and not the biggest issue that Bitcoin has. Now this is where I get worried. China is cracking down on crypto trading platforms, mining, and new cryptocurrencies. This is a very real and existential threat. Bitcoin is volatile, very volatile, just like any spec play, so I agree here. Now let's look at the issues as they stand now. I took this article from CNBC, as you can see. Today's issue appears to be a temporary reversal in broader acceptance for cryptocurrency, as well as regulatory concerns and weakness for spec plays. Elon Musk did not help things when he blocked accepting Bitcoin as a form of payment. He's gone back and forth on this, his whole Dogecoin thing. He's sowing a lot of doubt in honestly any cryptocurrency, and it's not helpful. It's not helpful at all. And China is also cracking down. There's a lot of headwinds going on right now in the crypto markets. Tax day doesn't help. A lot of people, me as well as I'm sure many of you, took a lot of extra income last year, a lot more than normal. So obviously tax day that just passed, we had to somehow come up with the money to pay. I took a little bit of margin to do it. Other people have to do other things. Some people had to sell some stuff. Spec plays like cryptocurrencies or even high growth tech stocks, I think were part of the things that were sold off. Broader acceptance issues among institutions. In the end, the institutions make things go up or down. Retail investors play a very small part in the grand scheme of things. You and me, we don't mean anything. Tesla no longer accepts Bitcoin as payments. That's a big reversal. The issue stated is that Bitcoin mining causes environmental concerns. It causes CO2 emission. That's a very real concern and something that is not easily fixed. I have no idea why you would move back to gold though. Not a fan of gold. Government crackdown concerns. This is again my biggest concern regarding cryptocurrencies. I'll go into it more after we finish the CNBC article. They complain about Dogecoin. I don't care about Dogecoin, but there is concern regarding day trading on Bitcoin. Now for my take. First, there is no intrinsic value. Question for you all. Please comment down below. How much is Bitcoin worth today? I think it's worth as much as the next person is willing to pay. As thus, I cannot really place a fair value on Bitcoin 5, 10, 15 years down the road. What I think it's actually going to be worth. With stocks, given time, they will trend towards their intrinsic value. And as a result, Bitcoin is littered with traders, not investors. As a result, Bitcoin is very speculative and volatile. Just look at this chart. It is bananas. That huge spike around 2018, that huge crash afterwards, the huge spike recently, the recent crash, this stock has gone everywhere in the last 5 years. Now here, I think, is the problem. The Federal Reserve needs the ability to regulate the economy. We learned this during the Great Depression. It needs to tighten things when the economy gets too hot and loosen things when the economy cools. One of the tools it uses is the printing of money. This is what helped us get out of the mess last year as unscathed as possible. The Fed was able to immediately print trillions of dollars and rescue the economy as everything was shut down. The Fed would not have been able to rescue the economy if the primary currency was Bitcoin. Remember, Bitcoin's got the cap. You would have to mine more, so the government would have been setting off all the miners, which would have meant all the CO2 emissions just to expand the supply. That wouldn't, no. So the Fed will, in my opinion, not sit idly by and let another currency take control. So I think while they're not going to act right now, they're not going to let Bitcoin get too big where it will threaten the dollar. So what will I do? Will I buy? Will I sell? Well, due to these reasons, Bitcoin is a speculative investment. I'm not saying don't do it, just know the pros and cons. If you do invest in Bitcoin, make sure it is a small position of your portfolio, as you should do with all speculative positions. Do not YOLO. It is just too volatile for me personally. Thank you for watching today's video and have a great day.